Today on the Justice Court, the plaintiff, Balogun Adebayo, is seeking compensation from his benefactor for the sockaway he repaired in the apartment he was allowed to occupy without rent.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Fumi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Balogun Adebayo and Alison Cookie. Parties sworn on oaths.
Thank you, Aki.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
Balogun Adebayo.
Yes, ma'am.
You are the one that brought Mr. Alison Cookie to court. Can you tell me what's going on?
During last year, during the COVID-19, I was relieved from the place I worked before, so I don't have money to pay for my rent in my previous place where I'm living. So I talked to Mr. Allison because we attend the same church. So which he now showed me one of his building, a small building that's
Personal property?
yeah.
His own personal property?
Yes. But it's incomplete. He has not completed it. But she also told me that I should do soccer where, then I should do demarcation in it. Then there is a space there's a space where I convert to kitchen and.
He leased the place out to you?
No, he said I should use it, being that we attend the same church.
You can be using the place?
Yes.
But you should make it habitable for yourself?
Yes.
Do few things that will make you comfortable there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Which I did. I did soccer wear, toilet and bedroom. So I now convert it to some room and parlor.
Wait,
self-contained.
at this point in time, did you have any form of agreement?
No.
None?
No, because I asked him, say I should just be using this.
For how long? Did you agree on the duration?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
We didn't agree on duration, but later on I packed in there late August last year. When it gets to September this year, he came that I said that he wants to use the place. I said no, but...
Okay, you moved in August last year. Then he wants you to be out of the property by November this year.
This month.
Okay, go ahead.
I should move. So I told him no. At first, he said that he doesn't have a choice, that he has a problem, that he wants to use the place. I should just move. But because somebody was even asking me then, as I last said, that I should make concrete agreement with him. I said, since we are attending the same church, so I do it on trust with him. So which makes me now bring him down here.
So what do you want right now?
I want him to compensate me.
How?
Because I've spent money in that place.
How much did you spend there?
I spent almost 400,000.
Mr. Cookie, what do you have to say?
Your Honor, my Lord, I only assist this gentleman because of the children and his wife. I never collect a dime for him. So all what he's saying that he spent money from the house, which the only thing that I know that he did is the soccer way. That which I know that he did. At the initial time, he was crying, both the wife. I said, okay, come and stay here for some time. Within me, I told him 3 months, but I know that my own plan was at least 6 months he will make his way out. Right from last year, I started telling that, look, try and, because I know I've seen that, maybe I saw him going out, coming in, so I found out that maybe I started doing something. And I said, okay, try and arrange yourself. I want to make use of this place. It become a very serious problem. Up till, and I asked him to leave the place by, that is early August that just passed. That was the deadline that I gave him, that he must leave. But he never even dreamed to leave the place.
The plaintiff lost his job and accommodation. The defendant came to his aid by offering him an uncompleted house to live in. After staying in the house for over a year and having made some repairs in the house, the plaintiff is in court to demand compensation. The defendant is not having this. He requests that Balogun quits his house. Judge Fumi wades into this matter.
Did you tell him, did you have an agreement before you start spending money on the property?
With him?
Yes.
No.
Let me tell you where everything went wrong. There is no agreement between you at all. And when there is no agreement, there is nothing to enforce. Because there is no contract binding you. At the time you moved in, that I said you should start living in the house. First of all, you could have asked him, how long am I expected to live in the house? Secondly, you could have asked him, before you start spending money on the property, that you intend to collect the money back. Then you will be giving him a choice to decide whether he will still allow you to stay there or he will not allow you to stay there. Do you understand me? And there is no law that says because he has allowed you to spend some time in the house, then you have the right to stay there forever or till any time you want to leave the house. There is no agreement between you. There is no tenancy agreement between you. It was a goodwill. And if you had that 400,000 naira on you at that point in time, why didn't you go and rent an apartment?
And then the money was now, not that I just have the 400 at once, because I don't have enough money. Yes. It takes some months.
So the fact that he allowed you to stay there, that's why you were able to even have an accommodation at that period in time. He gave it to you as it is. Do you understand? You made a lot of mistakes. Somebody owns a property and asks you to live there, free of charge. You didn't ask how long. Obviously, you can't live there forever. If he wakes up anytime and asks you to leave, it's at your own detriment. Because you made that mistake from the onset. If you had done an agreement, Mr. Koke, how long are you giving me these premises for? How long? Okay, now, there are a lot of things that are missing that I want to use my money. Do you understand? To fix. How do I get compensated? You should have an agreement on that before you start spending money on somebody else's property. Even between landlord and tenant, in tenancy agreements, you see there, at times the landlord will say, anything you change in that property, you cannot remove. If you put any fixture, you can't remove it when you are living. At times it's in the agreements. But once you have it loose, this is usually the outcome. I'll just give you a little bit of what you said. I'm talking about you, Mr. Balogun. You said, which later showed me an incomplete building of ease that if I can renovate and make some repairs. He told you that. You told him that.
No, I only give him the place. I never asked him to put a dime in the property.
Did he ask you to renovate?
Say I should just put in some places. I should do some fittings inside.
What kind of fittings?
Says the soccer well, then the demarcation.
He told you that?
Yes.
You asked him to do the soccer way.
I know you don't have a job. So I said, stay here. That was what I agreed with him.
That was what was playing in my mind too. Because if you are saying you could not even pay your rent where you were before, and you were taken to somebody that wants to give you a property to live, I was thinking that where did he expect you to get the money to do the sockeway? For him to have asked you to fix the sockeway at that time. What did you say?
And then I have to just rally and do some menial job because I bought the two because it's this around two, something like ring. So I bought two then. So I just gathered some money, but it took some like 2 months before I could finish it.
It took what?
Like 2 months before I could finish the whole place for.
First of all, I want you to. There are two things, right? You want money back, right? You believe you are entitled to obtain money from him. That's the expenses you made towards the house. And he wants possession of the premises as well. Now, you said he has told you to leave by November. You are ready to leave in November.
And I'm ready to leave because the problem is too much. But suppose I have enough money with me, I would have left since.
Yeah, the bottom line is
I don't have a job now.
you only
No
need to
job now.
leave when he's ready to. When he is ready. You understand what I'm saying? I won't really go there because you said you are going to leave in November as well. Is that not so?
Yes.
So you are vacating the premises by November ending.
But again, if it compensates me, I will leave. I will leave.
You don't have the right for it to any compensation.
Yes, I don't
That's
have-
what I'm trying to tell you. So if you say it compensates you, are you trying to tell me that it's stupid to have allowed you to stay in the premises in the first place? It's funny. That's why at times you see people that are not ready to assist people when they are in dire need. If you had money to rent a premises that time, you would not have walked up to him. Now you have lived in the premises for over a year without paying a dime. You had to fix the pit system because there's no way you can live there without it. It's for your own comfort. Is that not so?
Yes, ma'am.
Not his comfort. He had somewhere where he was living at that point in time. So why didn't you just live there as it is without spending a dime on the premises? You needed to spend that money to make yourself comfortable there. Is that not so?
Yes, ma'am.
So how do you expect him to refund you for what you have done to make yourself comfortable when you did not pay any money as rent for a period of over 1 year? If you tell me that whatever you fixed in there, you want to remove it and take it along, it's a different thing entirely. Because the two of you did not have any agreement that any fitting you put there, you will not remove when you are leaving. So it doesn't have, you see what you don't understand now is you are back to the same situation you were before he assisted you over a year ago. Have you realized that? You could not afford your rent. You were evicted. You could not afford to get another premises. But now you have money to get a new place, do you?
No, because
So what has
things are
changed?
not easy for me now.
So for the past 1 year, nothing has changed. And this is somebody that gave you a roof over your head for over a year. And the way to pay him back is to bring him to court. So, November ending, you're moving out of the premises. The court will evict you from the premises unless you give other.
Mr. Balogu, you can't stay there again. You disappointed me. There is no way I can allow you to even stay there for even a second. Now, you have to leave my premises. You have to leave that place. Eh? Is it a crime to assist somebody? Now, I want to ask, which area have I offended you? Did you give me 1 naira? Did I collect anything from you? No, I'm sorry if my voice is. Did I collect any money from you? No, which area have I offended you?
Can you just give me some?
You have to
time?
leave. You have to leave.
You know,
My seeing you now is even a
you know-
threat to me. Do I know what you tell
I
me
don't have
tomorrow?
it. See, there's,
Now you are claiming 400. Tomorrow you tell me, say, 1 million. Where am I going to get the money to give you?
This is not Rosie.
You have a problem, I have a
don't
problem
job
also.
now, please.
Eh? I leave
just-
my business from Ireland, come down to Ojo here because of the same problem. Is it only that I have problem? You have to leave. I can't leave you. I can't leave you. You have to vacate. You have to leave that place.
Can you just give me some time?
No.
No, let me advise you. In life, always appreciate when people stretch a helping hand. Ideally, it should be here, and you should be here. He's supposed to be the one to have brought you to court. The effrontery of your bringing him here, despite what he has done for you, is enough to make him angry. I heard things he was saying earlier on. He was really worked up. And I'm sure it's because of your attitude and the way you handled the issue. You both attend the same church. Is that not what you said? If you had approached him one-to-one, explain your circumstance, and give him a definite period that you were going to leave. Even with me now, it's difficult for me to even come in to ask him to extend the period. Do you know why? You seems not to even have an idea of when you are going to move out. And you can't stay there indefinitely. There's no landlord. In fact, in your own instance, you are not even his tenants because you never paid. You're just a licensee. I don't want a situation whereby you have a forceful eviction.
I asked him to give me till December.
He said he's not. Will you give him?
No, ma. My Lord, no.
What will have changed in your situation by December that make you believe by December you will be okay?
Because I'm trying to reach out to some of my families. Because
You can do that by phone call. Let me tell you, when challenges come this way, just pick the pieces of your life together. Do you understand me? Be realistic. Take charge. Stop struggling. Readjust. Whatever you know it will take you now to readjust to a level where you will be comfortable. You will not have accommodation stress. If there's somebody you're going to live with for a while, do you understand? If it's going back home, do you understand me?
yes,
Go home, drop your things, come back and look for someone to squat with, and start all over again. It's the best way to pick up.
After the break, George Funmi rules.
So I'll give my judgments. Judgment for the defendants. The plaintiff is to vacate the premises by the last day of November 2021. Judgment for the defendant.
All rise.
Comfort, luxury, style, class, tranquility, and nature. The ideal home for today's game changers has all these and more. Looking for more? Then look no further than Masters Villa. An ultra-modern luxury estate nestled in the very heart of the Lekki Peninsula. The avant-garde architectural styles of our homes and villas reflects a lifestyle that is both exclusive and intuitive. So, are you looking for more? Then look no further than Pazino Homes and Gardens. Call us today on these numbers. Pazino Homes and Gardens, your choice today.
Continuing on the Justice Court, the plaintiff, Muhyiddin Olaribigbe, is asking the court to compel his tenant to yield vacant possession of his apartment.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Fumi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Muhyiddin Olaribigbe versus Chukwuem Kelechi. That is one or not.
Thank you, Akin.
Okay.
Muhyiddin Olaribigbe. So you are the only one in court. What's going on?
It's between me and my tenant, Kelechi.
Go ahead. What happened?
Since about 4 years back. So, Kelechi, my lord, man. Kelechi is not my tenant. It's her sister that is my tenant. We have been living together for the past 15 years, me and her sister, before I packed to Ikorodu, my father's house there. And I left her there. It was about 7 years back that I got to know that she was no more living in that house again. And I called her that, Pat, you are no more in this house. You said you are there, you are there, you are there. You only travel to your hometown because your father died. Can you come? I say, why? Not knowing that she has already sublet the room to his junior brother. Since about 4 years back, I stopped collecting money from her again. I said, no, move out from that place. You are there, you are there, you are telling me lies. It was about 3 years ago. I said, okay, I don't want any of your money again. Please, leave the house. Since then, when I call her, she will not pick the call. When I call her, she will not pick the call. That is the case, sir.
So, who is in the house now?
It's Gino's brother.
Kelechi.
Kelechi.
Have you discussed it with him?
Yes.
What did he say?
He said, when I called her, when I discussed with his junior brother, he said he has been giving her sister money. That her sister, is she not paying me? I said, okay, no problem. I don't want your money again. Leave the house.
No, you've not issued any notice.
That was about 8 years ago. Because
which one did you issue that time?
I got it from Surulere court. As I did.
Surulere court?
Is it not customary court or this the court? 5 years back.
What happened? What happened 5 years back? What did you do?
No, we just, lawyers have him a quick notice that he should leave there.
Pat or Kelechi?
Pat.
Okay, yes, because that's the right person to serve.
Pat.
Okay.
Say you are there, you are there.
You still have a copy of it?
No, it's with me in my office.
You still have in the office?
Yes.
The plaintiff, Muhyiddin, rented an apartment to Pat about 15 years ago. 7 years ago, he discovered that Pat had sublet the apartment to a younger brother who was refused to move out of the apartment despite the landlord stopped rent collection 3 years ago and served quit notice. Judge Fumi educates the plaintiff on the process to follow in order to take possession of his apartment lawfully. The defendant is not in court. Judge Fumi adjourns this matter.
So, bring the copy. I wish you have it here. bring it over. That's all you need to do. Then after that, the next thing to do is to file for possession and forceful opening of the premises so that they can take their things off your premises.
Thank you.
So you have to bring it over to the legal team.
No problem.
The proof of notice to quit.
I will do that.
All right.
Thank you.
Arise.
All right.
Have you been cheated or have a dispute and want justice? Don't take laws into your hands. Log on to www.thejusticecourt.com and submit your case.